go to our gondola. And this is our clearance gondola. We sell a lot of clearance here. Right now we aren't sitting on a lot of clearance. The binders are on the back of this. But it's very important to me that it's very shoppable. I won't shop in a messy store or a clearance area that's all just thrown together. So the prices are very noticeable. And I like to keep it as neat and tidy as any other part of the store because I think it really helps move our sale merchandise. Off to the left is our software, which again is pretty basic, but you'll notice we have it bumped forward with plexi to keep it on the edge of the shelf, which is really important because it makes it look really full. But if you put the software all the way back, it doesn't lay quite right. So that plexi really keeps it into a straight line. And again, you'll notice vertically that there's straight lines. You have all these various clip signs that are great little ways to be silent sellers when you can't be next to your client, to help sell the product for you. And directly above you'll see is the Plan Plus online triorama, which we just, pretty much bolted to the ceiling and hung directly above it. It spins nicely, so you get different parts of the Plan Plus online. Off to the left we have our books. It's really important here to make a really nice presentation as well, because obviously there's really no planogram because every store is going to have different books, but again, really important to keep it all front and center and nice and organized. So we have all of the books out and all of the audio on the bottom because we don't have one of those coffin walls that has the audio, so you'll see it down on the bottom right. This too I know is a really hard area to merchandise because we frequently only have out one or two books, so it's really important to keep it full and straight, because if one is sold you notice it right away because there's a big gap, and so you can figure out which one's missing. And that brings us to our workshop fixture, which is kind of towards the front of our store. The only thing we did a little bit differently here is I added the facilitator for focus, teaching our next focus on the bottom as well. So you can tell at a glance that Lori Julian is teaching our next 7 habits class and Mike Bechtel is teaching our next focus class. We have a focus class once a month here and one of the 3 7 habits class once a month here. So we make sure that that's rotated and featuring whoever the next teacher is so that we can easily speak to it without having to go to our book and look up the date. Handheld accessories, as everybody knows, we're down to just a few. We put a hang bar in back and hung some things that I know he had on easels. I just think it makes a slightly nicer presentation if it's hung. The easels sometimes get a bit challenging because they kind of fall off real easily. And then over here we have our plastic clearance, or actually not plastic, our binder clearance. We always, again, like to show the price of any clearance, so you'll notice the white hang tags with the clearance price on the outside. It makes it really easy for the clients to spot the price. And again, with sale, that's sometimes the key element is ease of finding the price and what a great deal it is. And over here we have our plastics. You'll notice we have our stickers down the one side. We are missing a couple, so normally we wouldn't have all 4 stickers out. We generally only have 2, sometimes 3, but we're missing like zipper pouches and large page binders, things like that. This is our pen case. We've taken the doors off. I know some of you have it on, but we have our doors off to make it a little bit more shoppable. On top we have a pad of paper so that people can use it. You'll notice all the pens have the little pen clips on it. The top 2 rows are all white because they're the full price ones, and then at the bottom we had some extra room, so we actually put some of our Schaefer pen sets, the blue, the silver, and the red, in each of them. And then the clearance is off to the right, and they have the yellow pen clips. Other than that, it's a regular pen clip case, or pen case. Nothing much to say about it. On this side we have our calendars, our box calendars, and our key finders. Since the planogram was written, we had to move the charm tree over to the cash wrap, so you'll see we just double expose some of the box calendars up there. That moves us to our office essentials, and this too I know gets a little cluttery, but it's just like the picture. So you'll see we have our pads of paper on the top. Right below that we have our great refills, and then extra pens and office accessories. And at the bottom we have the moleskins. Again, it's exactly like Planogram, not much to say about it. Didn't really deviate from it too much, except for that extra little gift set, which is kind of homeless. So we put it there. Over here is her point of view end cap. Again, pretty simplistic. We have the gifts under $20 shelf covers on it. Our office essentials gondola. On the one side, the back side, we have the motivational stuff, 3 shelves of that. On the back of this gondola, we have the health organizer and the monthly bill organizer, and then we have our different acrylic holders, and this is where we have our open samples of all of our different forms and plastics. We also have a sample of each of the planner holders out too. And then the final side is going to be kind of the extra gifty sort of things. This one, because our shelves won't fit wherever we want them to because some of the little pucky things have fallen out. It's not really quite set to Planogram, but it's as close as we could based on where we're allowed to put shelves. So, and you'll notice wherever we could, we did put the box behind the display so that we could sell the box without having to run and back to grab a boxed one. And then the final one is the office essentials. And again, very, very simplistic. I love the way this looks. It's nice and clean and simple. When it's neat, it's nice and clean and simple anyway. So it'll still look something along those lines. But it's real easy to shop. And hopefully it will sell real well.